Hi everyone, I'm Wilner Gabrielias. In this video, we're going to familiarize the basic functions of the major components of the polygraph machine and make an improvised polygraph machine by using the indigenous materials and make a documentations of the activity. The materials: one empty box 4 by 12 in size, one piece of white cartolina, two pieces of PVC electrical corrugated tube, 12 inches in size. Three pieces of nails, 4 inches in size. Two pieces of clip. Five pieces of rope or tie box, 1 meter in size. One piece of push pin. One piece of textile or tela, 4 by 12 inches in size. One rubberized ball, small size. One piece of scotch tape. And one piece of pentel pen. The procedure. Step 1. Cover the empty box using the cartolina. Step 2. Draw the fourth tracing pen on the cover. Step 3. Tie or knot the two pieces of tie box on beaded form. Then, tie the nail at the tip of the tie box. Step 4. Connect the other portion of the tip of the tie box to corrugated PVC tube. Step 5. Make a small hole on the clip and insert the tip of the split cord or rope into the hole. Then, tie the nail to the other portion of the tip of the cord. Step 6. Sew the upper tip of the cord to the improvised arm cuff. Then attach the lower tip of the cord to the rubber ball. Lock it by using the push pin. Demonstration of the components of polygraph. And now I will demonstrate to you the components of the polygraph. So first is the pneumograph. So this is our improvised pneumograph corrugated tube. So this is a device for recording the velocity and force of chest movement during respiration. So the pneumograph is made up of two units. So this is the unit 1 and the unit 2. So the unit 1 is simply attached to the subject, And the functions of this is to record the changes of the subject heartbeat. So I will attach here. And this unit is for abdominal assembly. So it's simply attached to the abdomen of the subject. The functions of this is to record the changes of breathing of the subject. So I will attach it here. This is how to attach the subject. Next is a cardiopulmonograph component. So this is simply attached to the right or left upper arm of the subject. So we're going to demonstrate it. So this one is our improvised pump valve. So the purpose of this is the one who supplies the air to the arm cuff through pumping. So now we're going to pass it here. Next is the galvanograph component. This component is composed of two finger electrodes. So this is our improvised finger electrodes. So this simply attached to the index and the ring finger, either left or right hand. So the functions of this is to record the skin resistance of the subject with a little amount of electricity. And now we're going to attach it here. And now let's proceed to the polygraph chart. The first illustration is what we call the respiratory rate. The second one is what we call electrothermal activity. The third one is what we call blood pressure or heart rate. And that's it. We're done. And those are the basic components of the polygraph. The discussion and recommendation. Number 1. Discuss the things you have experienced during the experiment or activity. The things that I have experienced during my experiment or activity. At first, I was confused on how does it apply to a subject and what are the uses of every components. What I did is I do research for it, and yes, I found the answers and studied about it. Number 2, do you think that this activity is considerable to the academic, particularly in this present pandemic situation? Yes, it is considerable to our academic. That's why we made this activity for us to learn on how does it apply to a subject and the functions of the polygraphy. Even though that we face a pandemic situation today, it is not our excuses to unable to learn, but we need to discipline ourselves that this is our new normal situation. No one will guide us, no one will teach us, but ourselves. So it is a self-learning activity. Number 3. Is this activity can be applied the time that we will go back in a normal life? Yes, it can be applied when the time will go back in a normal life because I've learned already the basic components of the polygraph machine and the functions of every components of the polygraph machine. And when the time will go back in a normal life, I hope so, it is easy for me to apply it or to demonstrate it to them.